Hey folks, this is Ryan from Red Level. Hey, I'm going to give you guys a couple of 6 major things that announcements that came out of the SharePoint conference last week, all regarding Yammer. So you might know that I'm a huge junkie for Yammer. It's a great product, and Microsoft had some cool statistics to pull out about Yammer, is that they have more engineers working on this product at this time than ever before. So I'm super excited about all the new features they're going to be releasing. So here we go. So number one. Okay, they have this great feature called streaming live events. It's a combination of Microsoft Stream embedded with a Yammer chat window and with it. So this allows executives to then do like a live broadcast out to like a large audience of employees, but then also have like a whole feed where people can be chatting and asking questions. So it's a great integration of those two technologies coming together and really gives a powerful voice to the executives to be able to push out their messages on a frequent basis without having to get everyone together into a physical single location. So that right there is a huge deal. I used to work at a large automotive company where we used to get together and have to like all of IT would get together and try to fit in 2 different sessions. It was hard to travel. We had to get there, these offsite locations. And so this really enables, empowers that leadership to communicate very quickly. So this is number one, streaming live events with the combination of Yammer. And also you might notice you can't schedule them right inside Yammer also. The second piece that I'll throw at you guys is this, is that SharePoint has a new updated Yammer conversation web part. The conversation web part allows you to actually interact with the Yammer feed and not leave the context of SharePoint. That means you're in there, you see a little part, you can type in there, you can interact with the Yammer content, but not have to get rebounced outside to leave SharePoint and go to the Yammer interface. So that is really, really powerful that we can have all that Yammer goodness all inside this context of SharePoint. The way I like to think of it, it's like, hey, once I'm home, I want to stay home. And so if I'm really hungry, I want some food, pick up the phone and I dial that in. I don't want to leave the context of my home. I want to have all that goodness of the restaurant right here where I'm at. Same thing with SharePoint and Yammer. That's number two. Number three is we have In-geo storage. Okay, so what that means is that you can open up a Yammer tenant that is going to be storing its content inside Europe, okay, physical data centers instead of North America. Up to this point, it's always been North America for their different data storage, but now you can be compliant with your government regulations of having content stored within a particular geolocation. The drawback to this, and then I did a whole bunch of asking around at the conference about it, hey, do we have any Yammer migration tools that are out there where I can take content from one Yammer tenant and then put it into another? A lot of manufacturing third party didn't really have an answer for me, okay? And Microsoft didn't either at this time. So it's basically for new EU customers. Now there is a built-in feature into Yammer where you can merge 2 of them together, but really one dies and one lives. So that is maybe a little more story that needs to be unfolded over time. Number 4, you have a great new type of feature you can add into your Yammer post called questions. So one of the most common use cases that are being used inside Yammer is for a user to say, hey, I got this question and I don't know exactly who to ask, because if I do know who to ask, I'd email them or I'd chat them. So I need to just blast this thing out there. I'm going to see who I get back. So you can actually pick, instead of an update, poll, praise, or announcement, you can choose question, pose it as a question, and then people kind of know what it is you're asking for stuff. I got a friend on Facebook who does this all the time, and so he doesn't know who's an expert at what, but he's got a problem. Like for example, this weekend he had a metal aluminum canoe, and it had a split, like it had a break in the bottom of it. He's like, does any of you guys know how to fix a metal aluminum canoe? Right? It's very strange, and he didn't know who to ask, so he just blasted out there. Lo and behold, our mutual friend does some kind of welding, working with canoes and boats, says, hey, this is the recommendation, you want to go do this, 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 and this. Never in a million years would I saw that coming out of that. So they had this kind of a little courage to kind of post that as a generic question. That's the next item. Now the next item I have for you is also in combination with that. This is where you can choose the right response. So out of 50 responses, the owner of the question or the Yammer administrator can then choose that question or that response. Ding! That is the best one. So So now this converts the question and the answer to then a knowledge base. So other people 2 weeks from now who all might have a similar problem, hey, I have damage on my canoe also. Okay, they could look at the question, look at all the answers, but they could skip very quickly to the best answer and then quickly find their answer. I do this all the time when I'm looking through Microsoft forums, especially like Power Apps or anything that's kind of like new, it's kind of new and green. So that's really cool, is choosing the right response. All right, my last item I have for you guys here today is number 6, is that within the normal post, you can have what are called rich text. So bold, italic, underline, you can add hyperlinks and bullets. You can add that into your normal Yammer post. People have been asking this for years, so it's really nice to be able to finally have that kind of component inside of it. Now, if you're a Yammer administrator, you could use what's called an announcement. An announcement gives you some formatting. So now it's like uncasing that out to the masses. Everybody has rich text, let's do it. So there you guys have it. That's my 6 topics for announcements that came out of the SharePoint North American Conference last week in Vegas, all about surrounding Yammer. Next week, I'm going to be giving a deep dive on this and a whole lot of other announcements and topics that came out of the conference at the local Michigan user groups for SharePoint, where the West Michigan user group is going to be on June 4th. It's going to be at Hayworth from 3:30 to 5. And then the Southeast Michigan user group is going to be on the next day, Wednesday, June 5th, from 3:30 to 5 in the Red Level offices in Novi. So there's a link at the bottom of the screen. You guys can use that link to register. I hope to see you there. But we'll also be doing some Teams. We'll also have a demonstration, not from you heard from me, but you also hear from one of my dev colleagues talking about Teams provisioning and how you can use SharePoint Framework for that. So pretty heavy, some pretty awesome, good topics. If you want to connect with me, I am ryanc@cdh.com, or if you're just connecting with me through Twitter, that's great. I'm always posting content about the things I'm learning and using within the Office 365 and SharePoint collaboration space. So I am at ryancharnock9 on the Twitters. Thanks a lot. We'll talk to you guys soon. Hope to see you at the user group. Bye.